Sometimes we make mistakes and we want to delete a directory entry. Currently you will see that there's Mr. Joe, but someone added Mr. Joe and typed it with two E's, and therefore two directory entries were entered with different spellings. In this WorkPool, duplicate entries have been disabled, therefore we are not allowed to have any duplicate entries. I will see at Mr. Joe Soap that there are all the view definitions, and with Mr. Soap Joe E there are no view definitions. So how do I delete Mr. Joe with two E's? First of all, in WorkPool there is no delete button to delete directory entries. And this is where Assimilate comes in. Assimilation works a little bit different than just a normal delete button. Assimilation will move all tasks, emails, and views linked to Mr. Soap with the two E's to the directory that we will be assimilating to, in this case Mr. Joe Soap. This ensures that client information is retained and that tasks currently logged in the system can be continued to be worked on. There are a couple of things you need to know before you start assimilating. The first thing you should do is to ensure that the directory entry that you are assimilating does not belong to any other directories. In this case, we can see that the directory belongs to the SOAP group. And before assimilating, we need to go to Entry Properties, click on Edit Entry, and clear the belongs to field, and press Save. You will now see that this directory no longer belongs to the SOAP group. In an example where both the incorrect and correct directory entry both have the same view definition, in this case both have a communication view, you need to look at the information on the communication view that you are about to assimilate. Here we will see an email address that is not on the communication view of the correct directory entry. For this information, I need to copy it out, go to the correct directory entry, edit the view, and paste it in an appropriate field, and press Save. When assimilating and there was a business view on the incorrect directory entry, and there was not a business view on the correct directory entry, that business view would be moved by the assimilation function. Once you have completed this action for all the duplicate view definitions, we need to go to the entry that we wish to keep, in this case Mr. Joe Soap. I would then go to Entry Properties and click on Edit Entry. Currently I can see Assimilate. If you do not see Assimilate on your screen, this is because you do not have admin rights within the directory. Even if you are administrator of WorkPool, you might not have admin rights of the directory, and you need to set that up in your directory administration. To assimilate, all I do is type in the entry that I wish to remove. In this case Mr. Soap with the two E's, and I click on Assimilate. Assimilating the record will remove all duplicate views, if any, links, example, group memberships, etc., as well as audit entries from the database. The electronic folder contents will be moved to the current entry. Are you sure you want to assimilate this record? If you are sure, you can press OK, and then you need to give a reason. In this case, I'm saying it was a duplicate entry, and I can click Assimilate. If I go to the directory, search for Soap, I will no longer see the Joe E with the two E's. If I go to Mr. Soap, click on Entry Properties and Audit Trail, you will notice that the assimilation was also added to the audit trail.